This new KB home in Summerlin starts at $530,000. And honestly, the location is so good, it had me thinking about moving here myself. And that's not me exaggerating, guys. Just imagine waking up with this view. Today we are all the way up in Summerlin. Right behind me is the Plant 1832 by KB Homes up here in Caldwell Park, starting for around that 530 range. Let's go check it out. And real quick, before we start the tour, I want to show you guys where we are in Summerlin. We are about 8 minutes away from the nearest Costco and about 22 minutes away from the Strip. And as we walk into Plant 1832, we are first greeted with our staircase upstairs and our garage right to the left of us as we walk in. Followed by, in my opinion, an interesting layout for the bathroom. It does feel a little far from the living room. With right next to it, the under the stairs storage area. As we make the journey back to the kitchen and living room, take a peek out the window, see the little hangout area in the backyard, to where we are greeted with this gorgeous living room and kitchen, shown with a lot of natural lighting, quartz countertop. And if you guys are thinking about buying, relocating, or investing in real estate here in Las Vegas, my contact information is on the screen. Feel free to call or DM me. I help people just like you every single week navigate the process, the market, and avoid making any mistakes in this transition. Not the biggest pantry, but it does extend about a foot or two in the wall right there. And they did an excellent job with the color contrast here in the model home with the white tile, the white couch, the quartz countertops, and the white paint. And even though this is the smallest of the three models they are offering, it does have the biggest backyard because they do all have the same 3 lots. And they did a great job with doing what they can with the room here in this backyard on this model. Get a beautiful look of little red rock in the back. And while I have you guys with this beautiful view, I can tell you guys about the lovely HOA fees. We're looking at $134 a month, and then a $340 CID and lid fee, which is paid biannually or just under $700 annually. There is no lot premiums though, so that is good news. That is that for the backyard, and those are 2 massive sliding glass windows, by the way, guys. Like I said, I was really impressed by the color of this living room. I really like the white couch. Not sure if I'd own one. We all know how that would go. You can always just yell at anyone anytime they get near the couch. That works too. So we make our way upstairs. We are greeted by the upstairs loft. Followed by this very, very narrow closet. I instantly thought like a rifle safe when I saw it, just because of how narrow it was. But you do whatever. Followed by the primary bedroom right next to it. They also did an amazing job with the primary bathroom here as well. So we take a look into our primary closet. It is spacious, not as spacious as the other two models I looked at and some others I looked at, but that all depends on your wardrobe. And then there is a pretty large storage spot right next to it. I feel like if you were to extend those shelves, you would have a lot more storage. For as deep as that storage room was, those storage shelves could be very well extended, which is completely doable on your own. And then another interesting, questionable part about this layout on this house is the Jack and Jill bathroom being across from the other two bedrooms. Still is a nice bathroom. It's also right next to your upstairs laundry room. The bathroom being there isn't too big of a deal. It's just, most of the time we see it being relatively close, if not connecting the two rooms. And as we make our way into the second bedroom, we are shown that this one actually comes with a balcony. Not the biggest closet. But no, this is a really impressive balcony. Kind of expecting it to connect to the other room. But guys, have to take this opportunity to show you the view once again, because I could not get over it the entire time I was there. As you can see, Ava gets the balcony. Now we make our way into the final bedroom. This room is a little bit smaller than Ava's room as well. Also gets a relatively small closet. And with that, guys, that concludes our property tour of the model 1832. I genuinely love it. I love the location. There's some questionable layouts, but I really do enjoy this property. And if you want to see what exactly this same price point gets you in the north part of the valley with D.R. Horton, click right here. And once again, guys, if you have any more questions about this property or any property, or just curious about the process and what we have here in Vegas, please feel free to reach out. My number is right there.